So the Champions League run is masking the Premier League issues that we have at the moment.
That's a very interesting.
So on a positive note, actually this season Arsenal can be higher than Spurs lah.
Starting to wear. Right.
So for it's been a long time.
He's not intimidated already. That's why he's wearing the hoodie now.
Since you put the stats already, right? That Spurs is relegation material.
So
at the moment, this season Arsenal may be higher than Spurs lah. Of course, Heikal is here with us. Almost 30 years of supporting Spurs. Last season, very happy. Champions League finalists. Now suddenly, shit happens lah. Shit happens lah. So that's why he's here. We want to know what's the story here. How can you be from Champions League finalists against Liverpool, playing so well for the whole of last season? And suddenly now it's like something is wrong. Something wrong with the club, something wrong with the manager. Is there something that we don't know that you can share?
There was something that we're asking every week, right? Whether the scandal is never, but
Is there a scandal?
Yes, that is the main question.
That is the main question. Is there a scandal?
What do you think?
How long do I have?
Wow! How many scandals are there?
Seriously?
Okay, I won't say there's a scandal going on, but I think the dip that we are experiencing here is a combination of factors. Firstly, you have to look at the chairman. Okay, whether has he invested enough in the team, in the playing squad. But to be fair to him, his hands has been tied with the building of the stadium. Money was an issue during the stadium build. But having said that, could he have pushed the boat a bit more to buy one or two quality players to supplement the team? That's for the chairman. For the players, they have been together for the past 5-6 years, not won anything. So have they reached a point whereby the motivation is not there anymore to play together as a team? Could there be a staleness in the team? And lastly, of course, you can't talk about a team which is going through a bad phase without talking about the manager. So scandal-wise, I don't think there's a scandal, but we feel the Spurs fans feel that perhaps there's something not right behind the scenes. The dressing room, could Poch have lost the dressing room? It's funny that you say that to the outside world, right? Outside of the Spurs fans, the neutral, right? You will say, Spurs were finalists of the Champions League. So why suddenly it drops? But if you analyze Spurs' form before the Champions League final, the telltale signs was already there.
I see.
So the form, the form leading up to the Champions League final in the Premier League was relegation form.
So, but you guys come back against AX. It was like a very good performance.
Correct. So in the Champions League, somehow we managed to actually find that something extra to perform. But if you see the Premier League forms wise, right, Spurs is actually in mirrors of a relegation team as far as forms is concerned. I was just looking at some stats before I came up here. From February last year, 2019, right up to now, 66 points available. We have only get 23 points out of 66. That's relegation form as far as any team is concerned. So the thing is that Premier League wise, the run-up to the Champions League actually is masking the whole problems that Spurs are having. It's not just this season. The problems go back all the way back to the early of 2019. We haven't won an away game since January 20th. Yes.
So you guys are trying to challenge Manchester United or something? In terms of the stats.
I saw one stat.
Seriously?
Yes, we haven't won an away game. The last 11 away games. And the last time we didn't win any of our past 11 away games was during the George Graham period, 2001-2002.
Wow, that's long ago.
And our form, Premier League form, we only won 2 or 3 games this season. But if you stretch it back to the calendar year, we have only won the record is like 17 wins, 11 draws, 17 defeats. So the Champions League run is masking the Premier League issues that we have at the moment.
That's a very interesting
On
story.
a
actually.
positive note,
In terms
actually
stats.
this season Arsenal can
see.
be higher than Spurs lah.
Something
In
to
the
wear.
league.
Something to wear.
Right. So for it's been a long time.
He's not intimidated really. That's why he's wearing the hoodie now.
Yeah, since you put the stats already, right? That Spurs is relegation material.
So
So I
at the
think
moment,
this season Arsenal may be higher than Spurs lah.
At the moment it's higher lah.
But I think there's also Eriksen issue. You know, from outsider fans, you know, that they are talking about Eriksen wanting to move. Then when it didn't happen, he was in the subs, right? Until the last 2-3 games.
You can see that actually when he played against Liverpool, right? He was not making a difference, and it was very, very un-Eriksen-like.
But to be fair to Eriksen, that lineup that Poch had, he actually played a 4-5-1 and he put Eriksen on the right of midfield.
So out of
to
position,
be fair to Eriksen, he has never been someone who wants to, even though he runs a lot, but he's not a player who actually gets stuck into tackles and stuff. That is not his game. His game is actually like Ozil, a playmaker.
I see.
And that begs the question because when Pochettino came into Spurs 4 or 5 years ago, he has always been, if you're on the same page with me, I'll play you. If you're committed to this club, I'll play you. So Eriksen is one of the players that has made it clear that he wants to leave. So us Spurs fans is like, here you have a player who has clearly wants to leave, but why are you playing him? Playing is one thing, but it took Poch 88 minutes to replace Eriksen on that day. And it's like, is Poch losing it in terms of tactical, you know, the tactical side of it?
So are you saying that Poch is biased against Eriksen because he wants to leave?
But he did play for
He played,
88 minutes.
correct.
I think maybe what he's saying is that it is a mistake on Poch's side, not replacing Eriksen as soon as possible, right? Is it what you're saying?
Yes, but in the bigger picture, why do you play Eriksen at all? Because I said, when Poch come in, his motto has always been, I only want players who is committed to Tottenham. You sign long-term contracts, you are committed to the club, you are part of the team. But Eriksen has made it clear that he wants to leave, and this is in the last season of his contract. On the bench, you've got Lucas Moura. Why are you not playing
So
him?
you're if I get it right, you're saying that Eriksen doesn't put in his shift or his weight when he's on the field lah, because mentally he wants to
for
leave.
this, correct.
He wants to
this
leave. So
reason
you
at
put
least.
him in the field also, he will like play at 50%
correct.
mentality.
It's like terbalik with Ozil lah. Ozil, you're paying the money but he's not playing at all. This one is people don't play but you play him. Right? Macam terbalik. So there's something similar.
You all
London clubs ada link lah actually. There's a link with London clubs.
okay lah, got league lah. I mean, you all also got new stadium. We have experienced that before, right?
For how many seasons?
For how many seasons? For how many years already? They tightened the wallet. But Poch also wanted to leave.
Okay.
The rumor was if he won
just
the
go
Champions League, if Spurs won against Liverpool, he would have left for Spain.
That's not a rumor. That
That's not
was
a rumor.
something that he actually said.
Wow.
Okay, he said it. Okay, but a few days ago, I'm inside the local Spurs fans chat, and we had an argument about this. He first said this before the Ajax second leg. He said that if we beat Ajax, we go to the final. If we win the final, I might leave. But the fans take it as he's joking lah. He's joking. Okay. We went to the Champions League final. We lost. Spurs came to Singapore on the 18th of July. We had the open training session. The press conference after that, he actually said that had we won the Champions League, I would have left. So
he said it again.
He said it again. It's not a rumor. He actually said it. So
Twice.
to us, it's like, why are you saying it?
Yeah.
It's like 2 years ago, he actually came out in an interview. He said that he met Alex Ferguson for a dinner. He said that, I want to emulate Ferguson. I want to create a long-term dynasty with this club. Okay.
Oh, Man U fans.
So that's what Pochettino said.
At Spurs. He wants to do a long-term thing at Spurs.
Not at
Not at Man U.
So if you want to ask, it means like, I mean, which fan does not want to hear the manager say that? So when Poch say, he wants to win trophies with us for long term. So to us is, after one trophy, that means he wants to win more trophies with us. But suddenly he says that, had I won the Champions League final, I would have left. So
confusing lah,
yeah.
For fans.
So whatever that you say in public, like it or not, it affects the fans' perception of you.
Yeah.
They didn't sign anyone except for one player, Dombele.
They signed 3 actually.
They signed 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
promote. Dombele was
Dombele. They signed Lo Celso, which is on an initial loan. And they signed the former Fulham player Ryan Sessegnon. Yeah, so they signed 3, having not signed anybody before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are these the players Poch wanted? Because some managers they leave because maybe they didn't get the players.
Yeah.
Can that be a reason that he didn't get the players he want?
Yeah, from what we read, these are the players that he wants. But isn't it ironic that in the season that we didn't sign anybody, there was no drama, there was no issue. Suddenly the year that we actually spent, all these issues start to crop up. All these so-called dressing room issues. Could Poch have lost the guys in the dressing room and stuff? Because the irony is the same players who have been playing for him for the past 5 years.
I mean, the understanding on the field should be a lot better lah, right, compared to the previous seasons.
So I'm just wondering whether
it should be improved.
I'm just wondering whether in the Champions League final, that is something that me personally I cannot let go. The fact that he actually put Harry Kane as a starter in the Champions League final, having been injured for so long.
Remember that.
Spurs fans can say, Pochettino took us to the Champions League final. We haven't been to a major European final, but people forget who was the one who enabled Poch to take Spurs to the Champions League final, which was Lucas Moura. Second half hat-trick.
Correct.
So the thing is that what you did to Lucas was that you then bench him. If you remember during the Champions League final, Firmino also just came back from injury.
Yes.
Okay, so Firmino and Kane, the two main strikers, just came back from injury. But Firmino had game time just before the final. Kane had no game time at all. So they both played the Champions League final. Kane was ineffective, and I think Firmino also was not that firing.
Yes.
But what Klopp did was Klopp replaced Firmino with Origi early in the second half, who then went on to score the second goal. Poch kept Kane, and Lucas only came in on the 65th, 70th minute. So sometimes we are just wondering whether does Poch have his favourites? Could that upset the dressing room? Could that decision to bench Lucas, could that have upset the dressing room? And
was it player power?
There's something about captains, managers and captains.
Agenda.
Does Unai like Zaka?
It's obvious, Wenger and Unai like Zaka.
Does like Kane? Kane also captain, right?
But the thing is, Kane is Englishman. They have that player power. I think English players, they have the power.
Possible.
They have the power. Somehow lah. It's not controversy. This is the Englishmen, they have player power is real. You can see at Chelsea.
I like Lucas. I like Lucas. I like Son.
But correct. Actually, it's true. We were thinking, how come Lucas Moura never played? And the thing is, this whole season he never really featured much.
You see, if the feeling among the locals, I'm not saying about the whole Spurs fan, but the first player I'm part of is that they feel that Lucas is a player that is not consistent. He can have a good game in one game, then after that the next one But personally, my argument is that how is he going to be consistent if he's not going to play regularly?
You said what I wanted to say. We have been doing this since the start of the season, and we have been following the teams, right? And we do follow Spurs. He has not been given enough game time.
I think you said before that Lucas Moura didn't feature, right? There was one time you said that. And it was a surprise to us lah. Actually, he needs to feature more lah, even if he's consistent.
The irony of the game Spurs in Liverpool, where Eriksen played on the right. At halftime, the chat was, I was the one who said that, or rather I was among the guys who said that this game is tailor-made for Lucas Moura to come in. Liverpool need to attack us, and you need somebody to actually defend against Robertson. Eriksen is not going to do that. So pace for pace. So that game was tailor-made for Lucas to come in and run at the Liverpool defense, but Poch kept at Eriksen all the way until the 88th minute. Eriksen came in on the 82nd minute. Lo Celso came in on the 87th minute. It's too late.
My friend who was watching with me the last game at Tampines Hub was also saying, why is Eriksen still on the field? The thing is that I think the camera didn't even capture Eriksen for a while. Eriksen is playing.
maybe look, Poch is in panic mode lah. You know, first few games of the season, he didn't play Eriksen, right? They didn't get the results. Then now he's like thinking, Eriksen is a talented player. Maybe he should be put in. Maybe. He's panicking because nothing seems to be working at the moment for Spurs.